देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु महाविद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Okay. So let's start with chapter 2. Our shloks. Can you guys open? Where is it?
Chapter 6.
Chapter 2 from
Chapter 2.
Parayan 55 to 72. Chapter 2. I am not ready. You guys might be ready. I have not opened my page yet. Okay. Shlok number 55 to 72. Everybody has it? Thumbs up? Okay. Everybody ready? Yeah? Okay. श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रजाहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदुच्यते
दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनः
सुखेषु विगतस्वरः वितरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीर्मुनिरच्यते
यः सर्वत्र विस्नेहस्तत्र शुभाशुभं नाभिनन्ति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता यदा संहरते चायं कुर्मो यानेव सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता विषया निवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहना रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते यततोऽप्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चित इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रवसं मनः तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य
युक्त आसीत् मत्परः वशे हि यस्य इन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषुपजायते सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति रागद्वेषवियुक्तेषु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादमधिगच्छति प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो ह्याशु बुद्धिपर्यवतिष्ठते नास्ति बुद्धिर्युक्तस्य न च युक्तस्य भावना न च भावयत अशान्ते अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम् इन्द्रियाणां हि चलता यान्ति यन्मनो बुद्धिर्यते तदस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुर्नाभमिवांसि तस्माद्यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः
इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्य तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमे यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुने अपूर्यमाणान्वचलं प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापा प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत्तकामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी विहाय कामान्य सर्वान् पुमांश्चरति निष्पर निर्ममो निरङ्कार स शान्तिमधिगच्छति एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वास्यात्मत्कालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमुच्यते. Okay. There you go. Okay. We'll do next meditation time. Everybody ready for meditation? Okay. So again we will start with breathing. And again, all the time remember that we have to focus on it. It's not just a work that we are doing it. We need to bring all our focus to that breathing. And then slowly we will move our focus from breathing to our Ishtadevta or consciousness. And then we put it in our heart and then focus on our heart with sitting our God in it, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to close our eyes, start breathing first, and then directly move to meditation on our Ishtadevta. Okay? All ready? Come on, let's put. So breathing from one nostril, taking out from other, breathing from the same nostril, taking out from the other. So I'm going to start with that. We're going to watch our thoughts coming and leaving our mind. Slowly start cancelling all other thoughts. Just keeping one thought that we have our God right in front of us, sitting on the most beautiful flower, and then placing that picture in our heart
and focusing on that form that's sitting inside us, in our heart. Bring all your focus, all your concentration on that form, the God that's sitting inside us. Hari Om. Okay, slowly open your eyes. Very slowly. And let's get back to the world here, right? We need to, bring our concentration. We have learned it very, very hard. And Arjun last time asked the same question to Krishna Bhagavan, right? Which we have in our mind. So my question is, what did Arjun ask last time, last class? We said Arjun asked a question to Krishna Bhagavan, right? And we need to, this class we have to start reading about the answer, what Krishna Bhagavan says. So what was the question? Who will tell me what was the question? Anybody here who knows what was the question that Arjun asked in last class? Anybody remember? Let me go one slok further down. So first Arjun asked a question that the mind is so restless, right? The mind is restless and it's turbulent. It keeps going everywhere. I cannot find where my mind goes, right? I don't want to go, but my mind goes there, right? I don't want to talk about, think about a place. I don't want to think about a person, but the mind keeps going there, right? It's not in my control. What should I do? How should I control my mind? Because for meditation, you need calm mind, right? Without that turbulence, things are going in your mind. So many things are going in your mind, right? I have an exam tomorrow. How will I study? Oh, I have a test. Like I have to go to my friend's birthday party tomorrow. How, so many things. What I'm going to do? Who will be there? Should I talk to them? Should I not talk to them? So many things, right? So with that said, when all these things coming in our mind, can we do a meditation? Can we focus on one thing? Forget about meditation. Can we even focus on one thing? No, it's very hard, right? But we have to bring that to our focus. Yes. Yeah, Raja.
Wasn't there 2 ways to control what were the 2 ways to control the mind?
Yeah, so what was there? Alia, can you tell me what was the 2 ways?
It was practice and dispassion.
Yes, right.
So then Krishna Bhagavan gave the answer saying that by doing practice and what? Renunciation, dispassion about something, right? And you do practice, right? Without practice, we cannot do anything. So I can keep on saying all my life, my mind is restless, my mind is restless. But if I don't do a practice of being calm, it's not going to work. It's going to stay restless all the time, right? So to bring it, we have to do something, right? If I want to play a volleyball, if I want to play a tennis, I have to practice. The same way, if I want to bring my mind calm, I have to practice for it, right? It doesn't come by itself. By default, you are not a tennis player. You are not a basketball player. You are not a piano person. You have to practice it, right? So for this one also, to bring the mind down, we talk about so many other things, worldly things, but internally in us, when the mind is going so many places, how to calm it down, we have to practice for that, right? So first thing what Alia says, practice, right? So Krishna Bhagavan says, first thing you have to practice. The second thing is get dispassion. Dispassion of not that you give up everything. It's not that you just give up everything. Oh, okay, if my mind is going so many places, let me forget about going to my friend's birthday party. Okay, or let me go forget about what I'm going to wear about there. Let me stop thinking about that, right? That's not what he's saying, right? I'm going to slip that thing. So having a dispassion about those things, that's what he's talking about, right? So it's like if you do that, it's okay. If you don't do that, it's okay too. If you get that thing, it's okay. If you don't get that thing, it's okay too. That's what we need to bring it in our life. So one thing I actually heard from one of my guru, and it was very nice thing what he said. Why do we sleep? Why do we get tired every night, right? And why do we sleep every night, right? Why did the God not make us just the day all the time? Because God has the power to do everything. Why did he not make day all the time? Why did he make night, right? Why did he make us tired? We could have run, go, and we would not have ever slept, right? But God gave us sleep, right? Why did he give us the sleep? There is a big reason behind it. There is a very big philosophy behind it. God is not that God cannot create a person who is made up of iron and can just go run. He made a person with the weakness of falling asleep, getting tired, right? So there should be a reason behind it. So think about that, what he put it together. He gave us a sleep because in sleep what happens? What happens in sleep? Do you remember who you are? Do you remember in the deep sleep when we are sleeping, do we remember that I am Sonal? Do we remember? No. Do I remember that, oh, okay, I have 2 kids, or I have a job to do, or I have a meal to cook, or I am that smart, or I am that dumb, or I am that, I am so active, I am not that active. Do I remember anything? I do not remember anything in the sleep, right? There is nothing that I have in my possession in the sleep, right? There is nothing in my possession in the sleep. But we are still happy in the sleep. When we are sleeping, we are still happy, right? In the sleep, when we don't have anything, no possession, we are still happy, right? And if we have a possession in the world, when I say that I'm Sonal, I have a job, I have kids, I have this, I have that, I have a house, I have this, then I have all the objects, and looking at those objects, I'm happy, right? So in awaking, I'm awake, I have objects and I am happy, right? When I'm sleeping, I don't have any object, still I'm happy, right? In daytime, sometimes I don't have an object and I'm sad with that, right? In the sleep, I don't have any problem of being sad, right? So what he is trying to teach us, the God is trying to teach here with giving the sleep, he is saying that if you do not have anything in your possession, still you can be happy. And when we come in the world, all the objects appears, and when some objects we can get and some object we cannot get, what happens is some object we get it. Like if I get a lot of my stuff that I love, all the games that I love, if I get that, I'm happy, right? But if I lose anything, I'm sad,
right? So all the happiness and sadness depend on the object, right? So in sleep there is no object with you. So there is nothing that you can be sad of, and you are always happy when you are sleeping. So there is no pain. Probably when you are not sleeping, your head might be hurting, or you had a really in a game you fall down and you got hurt. It's so hurting. But when you are in deep sleep, does that hurt is with you at that time? No, you don't even feel the hurt, right? So there is no sadness in sleep. So there is no object, there is no sadness, there is happiness. And when there is object, there is sadness and happiness. So first of all, the point is the sadness and happiness both depend on the object, not upon us, right? The other thing is that if you have object or doesn't have object, the happiness doesn't go away, right? So what we have to learn from here, what God is trying to teach us, giving the sleep, that even if you got dispassioned with all these objects, you still can be happy. Don't sell your soul to get that object, or depending on that object. Don't sell your soul to get those things, right? It's gonna again, if you get something, it will be still temporarily. You will still go into happiness and sorrow cycle, right? So God is trying to teach that. So this passion, what Reha was saying, what Alia was saying, that this passion and practice, those two things are most important for us to calm our mind, right? So God explained that. Now, again, Arjun asked another question, right? So he said, okay, do this, your mind will be calm and you can practice meditation. But then next question Arjun asked was the same question that we would ask, right? What was that question that he asked that we discussed last class? Do you remember, Krish? What did he ask?
He says, what happens to the people who have the faith but have uncontrolled mind, and one that always wanders away? How do they attain perfection in yoga?
In yoga, yeah. So what did he ask? Again, I will simplify a little bit of that. So if the person has faith in these things, like that, there is faith in our scriptures, in our literature, in our gurus, in our teachers who are teaching us, if we have faith in it, right? But our mind still cannot get controlled by these two things that you tell us, practice and dispassion. If I don't get those two things, and if my mind still wanders around, right, what's going to happen to me then? Do I still get something? Like, because I'm doing this whole, studying scriptures, I'm spending 1 hour of Gita class every week. What happened to us? What happens to these guys who cannot get the perfection of these yogas? And he's not talking about just the meditation, he's talking about all 4 yogas, right? If you believe in, let's say, the Jnana yoga, if you believe in Karma yoga, you believe in Dhyana yoga, you believe in devotional Bhakti yoga, all these 4 yogas you are doing it, but still if you cannot reach to that perfection, that you said, okay, now I have a vision of God, I got it, I have this vision of world being one, we got it. If we don't reach to that part, right, what's going to happen with me, right? And then he says that you are the only one who can understand this question and can answer my question. So please give me the answer, right? So that's where we left last week. So we did the shlok number, what was that? 30. I think we have to, which one? 39? Yeah. So we have to start with the answer to it, right? 40. Okay. So let's start with 40. Any volunteer to read the shlok? So this is Bhagwan answering back to Arjun, where Arjun is asking what's going to happen to us, the spiritual seekers, right? So, okay. Let me see, 40. You want to start, Raja?
Sure.
Okay. These shloks are very nice, okay? So listen carefully on these shloks. It's very beautifully explained, because this is the biggest question I still have. right? I'm not saying that I still have is a big thing, but I'm just saying because I still feel like that sometimes in once in a while I still fall into these questions that, hey, what if, what's going to happen to me, right? So if I don't attain the perfection, if I'm not that perfect like how people are, these rishis were, what's going to happen to me? So these questions, this answer what Krishna Bhagavan gave, listen to it very carefully. You will get a lot of your answer, a lot of your question answered in this. Okay, let's all together, guys. No, sorry, everybody has a book ready. So we are doing shlok number 40 for chapter 6. Okay.
Shri Bhagwan Vacha
Shri Bhagwan Uvacha
Parthanaiveha namrutra
Parthaneveha namutra
Vinashastasya vidyate
Vinashastasya vidyate
Nahi kalyanakrit kaschid
Nahi kalyanakrit kaschit
Durgatim tata gacchati.
Durgati tata gacchati. All together. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Parthaneveha
namutra Vinashastasya vidyate Nahi kalyanakrit kaschid Durgatim tata gacchati.
Okay. So here the meaning of, let's go with the meaning first. So Bhagwan Uvacha, again the blessed God, Lord said, Partha. Anybody knows the answer to Parth? What is Parth? It's the
It's a name for Arjun.
Arjun. Parth is the name for Arjun, right? Na means neither. Eva, even. Now these all small words probably you will understand pretty much. Even, ihe, here. Na, again na is always no. So neither, nor, no. Amutra means hereafter. Vinasha. Vinash means destruction. Tasya, of him. Vidyate is, na means none. He, verily. Kalyanakrut, who does good. Kaschit. Kaschit means anyone. So Durgatim means to grieve. Tat means oh beloved. Gacchati, goes. Right? So if you put it together, it becomes verily neither here nor thereafter. Here again you understand. Here means the world, this world. Thereafter means after the death. O Parth, there is destruction of him for, so verily neither here nor thereafter, O Parth, there is destruction of him for the doer of good. My child comes by evil. So what he is trying to say here, right? What a real assurance he is giving here, right? He is saying, O Parth, like O Arjun, God himself says, don't worry, will take care, will not lose, you will not lose anything, right? So first of all, he is talking about that you are in better place than everybody else. So you are far in better place than everybody else. Everybody else means who is not, learning these things, who is not knowing these things, who are still ignorant. You are far better than those people, right? So he's saying that who does good. Now this is very important thing that we need to understand. So he's saying the who does good and who is on this supreme path, who is on the path of this supreme goodness, right? You remember when we began the Gita class, we talked more about the Shreya and Preya. Anybody remember the good and pleasure thing? So lot of people, you still, if somebody is doing good means what, right? First of all, that we should understand, and we did understand in many classes of Gita, we talk about it. So the person who is doing good, right, he is here or there, never